and fellow travelers about Rahul Gandhi, and it got a lot of interest. So I'm going to continue that discussion today. The reason I spoke about Rahul Gandhi was because these days, wherever I go, among friends, people of my background, educated upper class Indians, they literally bombard me with their opinion of Rahul Gandhi. Now, because of my family background, I'm used to people aggressively coming and giving me their political opinions. I personally do not know Rahul Gandhi or any of the Gandhis. I never ask people whom they are voting for, and I try to avoid political arguments in social settings. I reserve that for my Facebook activism and my writing. Also, the views about Rahul Gandhi expressed by these educated upper class folks are so petty and unreasonable that I would not have bothered to even respond, except that they end with telling me that they don't agree with Modi or what is happening in the country, but quote unquote, there is no alternative. And this is what has prompted me to respond. I'm assuming that the people who are saying this to me are genuinely, at some level, uncomfortable with voting for Modi. Because otherwise, I don't know why they feel the need to give me these unsolicited justifications for whom they are voting for. I never ask about it. And if there is even the slightest chance that I can persuade you that there is an alternative to Modi, then I'm going to try and do so here. So with that explanation for why I'm doing this, let's talk about Rahul Gandhi. To begin with, I was myself unsure about him because I could not read him. I felt like he was on again and off again in politics, and I felt that there was nothing in hand for me to be able to judge his character or to get a sense of the man. If he had spent some time in a profession or even been in politics from the start, then I would have had something to go on, and in the beginning, I did not. But I have sensed a change in Rahul Gandhi over recent years. For many years now, he has been consistently and actively engaged in the Congress party and present in the public as a full-time politician. I was deeply moved by his Bharat Jodo Yatra and the call for Nafrat Chhoro, Bharat Jodo. That is what the country needed to hear, and it showed me that I was not alone in wanting to escape the sea of hate politics around me. To me, that was a powerful demonstration of leadership by Rahul Gandhi, and it showed me that he was capable of doing good things for India, and his is the kind of leadership that we need at this moment. And even before that, I saw things in him that I liked. He was always gracious in defeat. In that respect, he showed himself to be a true gentleman of the old school who knew how to take defeat like a sportsman. I appreciated that. So far as the apparent hesitation on his part to take the plunge and fully commit himself to politics was concerned, on the one hand, it was frustrating. But on the other hand, I also saw it as a rather refreshing absence of single-minded political ambition. And I don't think that this hesitation on his part was an act. I think it was genuine. I don't know the reason for it. I guess everyone has their own personal journey. But Rahul Gandhi, Priyanka Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi, they could have done anything and gone anywhere. But they stayed on here. They never turned their backs on India, even when they could have gone and had a good life anywhere in the world. I'm just telling you how I see it. They lost beloved family members to politics in the most brutal way. But these three, Rahul, Sonia and Priyanka, never took revenge for that. In fact, they made it a point to reach out and build bridges with communities that had been alienated from the Congress over these assassinations and their fallout. And I have a lot of respect for that. Today, this stands out even more as a noble contrast to the quality of politics that we are seeing from the BJP and under Modi in India. So if after a long journey, some would say too long, Rahul Gandhi has decided that his destiny lies in politics, then I don't see why we have to hold this delayed realization against him forever. The only reason that I can see why he has chosen to be in politics or why Sonia Gandhi did it is because of an abiding love and sense of duty for India. And middle class India, be honest, What have you ever done for anyone else other than your own family? The fact of the matter is that the Gandhis are here and fighting for India while you're settling your children in America and England and Australia. I know that everyone hearing this is going to be frothing with rage, saying, no, the Gandhis are just in this for ambition, they want to cling to power, blah, blah, blah. Okay, let's assume that that is what it is. Please show me a politician who's not ambitious and not clinging on to power. I can't understand why the standards on that front have to be different for the Gandhis and the Congress party as compared with those for Modi and Shah. When I was in college in the 1990s, BJP supporters would go on and on about how there's no inner party democracy in the Congress as compared with the BJP. Okay, well, today the Congress is not in power. The BJP is in power and Modi has completely crushed any inner party democracy in that party. And what's more, he's crushing democracy in the country as well. And before you start off on how the Congress party is full of Gandhi family sycophants, please tell me, who is there today in any position, either in the BJP or the government, who is not completely under the thumb of Modi? Modi demands absolute obedience from everyone and only rules top down. The way he has refused Lok Sabha tickets to old-timers and credible professionals like Gautam Gambhir, Dr. Harshvardhan, General V.K. Singh and Meenakshi Lekhi shows that he does not want anyone around. At least it indicates that he does not want anyone around who can even in theory have a mind of their own or some standing of their own. And if this is the true motivation, then it is terrifying. You keep questioning Rahul Gandhi on his qualifications to govern. Look at the total rout of qualifications, intellect, scholarship, professional accomplishment and professional experience among the BJP's Lok Sabha candidates, compared to the tremendous qualifications and distinguished careers of people in the Congress party and the rest of the India alliance. Politics is a jungle and all parties have to be run with a firm hand or they will disintegrate in a matter of moments. So this is not really something to get so caught up in. Leave these Congress partymen to their own misery. It's not your problem. Your problem is not how any party is run, but how the country is run. And there is absolutely no logic, no sense and no justification in allowing yourself to ignore the threat to our democracy under Modi's BJP by pointing to how Shashi Tharoor or Sachin Pilot are being treated by the Congress High Command. Believe me, they're big boys, they can take care of themselves, and I dare say that they also don't want you to vote for Modi because of your great concern for their political careers. This makes no sense. Think about it. Voting for Modi for this reason makes no sense at all. The country is facing an immediate threat to its democracy, and you need to stop indulging your personal prejudices. You can't treat your vote for Modi like a hissy fit against Rahul Gandhi. There's far too much at stake right now. And you need to get over your grouse against Rahul Gandhi for being a Gandhi and being born into a great political dynasty. What's the big deal about it? There's no democracy in the world that does not have its leading political families. If we can have the Kennedys and the Bushes, why can't we have the Gandhis? And just because someone does not come from a political family, that does not mean that they will be a good person or a good politician. Vote on the substance and not the form of the candidate before you. So what is the form of Rahul Gandhi? What is the substance of Rahul Gandhi? Well, whatever your complaints about him, his commitment to our constitution and the secular fabric of our society are unquestionable. Unquestionable. Moreover, this election is not about Rahul Gandhi. It's not a presidential election. The BJP and allies are all about Modi because he has made it into a one-man show. He has made it about Modi ki guarantee. But the India Alliance is not a one-man show. It has parties and leaders from all over the country. It is diverse and open and united by the common commitment to democracy and secularism in India. The India Alliance is the democratic and secular alternative for the country, while the BJP and allies are the authoritarian and Hindu majoritarian alternative. That is your choice. You, middle class India, you cannot tell yourselves that you are for democracy and for secularism while voting for Modi in the name of there being no alternative. There is an alternative. There is an alternative for a free, open and secular India, and that is the India Alliance. And there is an alternative for an authoritarian and Hindutvavadi India, and that is the BJP under Modi. I will not now repeat what I said yesterday about the television news and mainstream papers not covering the India Alliance fairly. You need to inform yourself as to who are the leaders in the India Alliance and who is the India candidate from your constituency. Find out who are the leaders from Bihar, UP, Punjab, Bengal, Karnataka, Delhi, Chhattisgarh, Tamil Nadu and Kerala. Read their articles, listen to them speaking at rallies and press conferences. You will find their speeches on their social media profiles. You're going to have to go there to really get a sense of who they are and what they are saying, because you're not going to get it from the mainstream media. Inform yourself. They are all making a lot of sense. They're making a strong case for secularism and for democracy, and they are telling you that they will protect these things if they are voted to power. And if nothing else, just listen to them out of interest, because almost all of them are fantastic orators and it makes for very good listening. Some of you middle-class educated Indians have a way of assuming that secularism and democracy are things that the masses do not understand. Please listen to the India Alliance leaders from non-Congress parties. They just spoke at the Maharali against dictatorship and the attack on our democracy on the 31st of March. We had leaders from non-Congress parties from Bihar, Punjab, UP, all over the country. And they are not westernized or anglicized products. They are in every way authentic sons of the soil, if that is what you're looking for in a politician. Okay? And they speak from the heart for communal harmony, for our history of interreligious fraternity, and against having a dictatorship in India. This is not something that has been grafted onto our society from the outside. This is us, or at least it is a version of us. I don't deny that there is the other version of us, which is communal and despotic, but we do have a choice between these two versions. That is, we have this choice until the constitution is changed. Once it is changed, it could be too late. So I appeal to you, middle class Indians. I appeal to you as one of you and as a highly educated fellow countryman. You keep saying that Rahul Gandhi is not qualified. Okay, I'm qualified. You ask about maturity. I'm mature. I've raised 2 kids. I have 3 degrees from top universities in India and abroad in maths and law. I get enormous respect and affection from fellow lawyers, even though I quit the law to be a full-time mom years and years ago. So as one of you, and as a responsible and educated fellow Indian, I appeal to you, you middle-class Indians, to at least momentarily suspend your refusal to give Rahul Gandhi a chance, and to ask yourselves whether in the context of the questions and the crisis facing the country today, are your objections against him not a bit overdone? At least do not allow your excessive emotions about the Gandhi family to blind you from looking at the India Alliance as a whole and from evaluating the proposition that they are holding out to you for democracy and secularism and against dictatorship and majoritarianism in this election. To be continued. Thank you for your attention. Jai Hind.